Wow! What is going on, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another video. Today we check out a video from Major Kill once again, man, the Australian Warhammer YouTuber that brings some hilariousness to Warhammer, if I can say that, bro. Guys, hilarious, dude. This video is titled Orks Explained by an Australian. So yeah, it's gonna be funny. Probably not gonna go too in depth, but I can guarantee, bro, this is gonna be hilarious. So yeah, man, if you haven't subscribed to Major Kill, be sure to do that. Be sure to subscribe to me as well. Original video will be in the description, so be sure to go check it out and show him some love as well. And yeah, man, without further ado, we're gonna get into this video.
Happy October, you Xeno-loving cunts. A few of you are probably like, Major Kill, what the fuck? Surely do Spooktober with the Night Lords or the Legion of the Damned. To which I reply, I make more than one video a month, you stupid fuck, so be patient. After lots of pestering from my Discord, the success of my Greenskins Warhammer Fantasy video, as well as a subconscious desire to explain the lore behind an intergalactic sentient mushroom hell-bent on eternal war, I decided it was a good time to bring this bad boy out. Now, when I do these kind of videos, I find it valuable to draw similarities to real-life countries and cultures. For example, the Tyranids were America due to their parasitic and world-destroying nature. Norsca was like cold Australia because they love beers, fighting, and they have no guns. And Cathay was like China because they're Chinese. So what country has rapid reproduction, is universally hated, full of unreasonably violent cunts that despite being extremely devolved and backwards, still pose a significant threat to everyone? Motherfucking North Korea. Kim, you fucking orc. These are exciting times, guys. We're approaching 50,000 subscribers and I have a few cool ideas. So I know a few talented dudes who do custom designs and shit for
Shout out to Major Kill, he hit that 50k, bro, let's go.
Hoodies. They handle the merch of a few really well-known personalities in Melbourne, so I was thinking of working with them to get 100 Founders Edition Major Kill hoodies made. The quality will be incredible and pretty cheap because of how piss weak the Aussie dollar is. I'm going to be getting some designs made, but I need your help. Do you guys like minimalistic like this, or something really detailed like this? Comment below or message me on Discord. I'll be allowing pre-orders and reservations. Long-term or high-value patrons will also be given first picks or even sent the hoodies for free. Today we'll be explaining the origin of the Orks as well as some of their key characters. We'll also be looking at what they're currently doing and what they want to achieve. Let's get into it. Back in the day when the galaxy was being ripped apart by the war in heaven, the Old Ones and their elder armies were losing the war against the Necrons and their Stan overlords. They realized they needed warriors bred purely for battle. Hence, while the Elder of old were pretty solid, they just didn't cut it. The Old Ones created the Orks, the ancient and way more powerful ancestor for the modern day Orc. These Orks were smart, absolutely gigantic in size, and helped even the playing field. The war in heaven ends and everyone collectively eats mega dick. The Orks devolved significantly due to a sudden lack of significant enemies, as well as a regular culling program by the Elder. A thing to note is that the Orks are not a separate race, but just a mega big dick-roided version of the modern day Orcs. Given enough hardcore war and victory, the Orks would likely return and shit on literally everyone. For context, it would only take a couple Orks, or maybe even just one, to body the fuck out of a Crusade era Primarch. For comparison, the OP as shit Orcs on Ulanor were starting to become Orks, and these Orcs nearly killed the Emperor. Out of all the factions and races within 40k, the Orcs are by far the most over the top and make the least amount of sense. See, the Orcs run off placebos.
Yes, they do. They make no sense. We've seen enough of Orcs, bro. They literally make no sense, dude. I love Orcs. Really, that they were that strong in that evolved state that they could literally defeat anyone. That's crazy.
And are powered by the collective energy called Wah! For example, Orcs believe that if you paint bombs yellow, the explosion will be bigger. So when Orcs have yellow bombs, those bombs will have bigger explosions. Orc weaponry, tech, and even themselves are run purely off belief. And so when Orcs believe in themselves, they grow fucking massive and get really strong. You might be thinking, why doesn't the other factions just try to present the Orcs with logic and facts? To try and rein in their beliefs, hence nerfing the shit out of them? Well, there's two answers. Orcs are pretty fucking stupid, and would rather spend time painting bombs yellow than figure out genuine rocket science.
Yes, they would. Someone wrote in the comments, man, they see a rocket going really fast, so they think, if I strap a rocket to me, I'll go really fast. That's hilarious, bro.
Also, any attempts to re-educate trillions of angry mushrooms would result in said yellow bombs being dropped on your fucking head.
Probably.
Speaking of mushrooms, orcs are literally an animal-fungi hybrid. This means they have no vital organs, hence are made even more durable by it, and can also survive shit
And also have no penis. Just thought I'd throw that out.
like head transplants. On top of this, they can reproduce extremely fast. An orc who's feeling a bit king dick will shed some spores on the ground, allowing other orcs to grow from there. The heavy flamer is your best friend when you're being charged by a literal army of mushroom men. To make it even worse for you, a dying orc is actually the best for reproduction.
Some would say those mushrooms were cooked.
As the spores use the dead orc's body as nutrients. These cunts are literally hydras. An interesting point to make is that the orc's colour of speed is red, so they paint their vehicles red and they do indeed go faster. However, it's not 100% clear if this placebo power affects the other races. When fighting orcs, do blood angels move faster due to their red armour, or do imperial fists have better explosives?
Maybe.
This would be a really interesting concept, but it's likely that isn't the case. For example, if a non-orc tries to use orc weaponry on vehicles, it will usually not work, as fundamentally the vehicle and weapon is not made correctly and has little to no science behind it, being powered through the belief that it works and nothing else. Now all of this makes orcs seem like a bit of a meme faction, a race of warlike fungi that
Considering their titan just looks like a giant furnace, dude.
are just here to have a good time. And look, you wouldn't be entirely wrong. To the orcs, their constant state of war and destruction is just a big game to them, and they don't even realize that no one else wants to play. Orcs
That Dobby, dude. The fuck? Don't tell me don't look like them.
do not hate their enemy, in fact they love their enemy, as without their enemy there would be no game to play. Look at Yarrick and Guzkill Thraka. One is a commissaire and the other is an orc. They are fierce enemies and have fought many bitter battles against each other. Yarrick hates Guzkill with a passion and seeks to kill him. Gazkill, on the other hand, fucking froths Yarrick and generally wants him to stay alive so they can keep playing together. Gazkill has released Yarrick on more than one occasion and even admitted that Yarrick has beaten him on occasion fair and square. The cunt even said he believed Yarrick must have some orc in him to be able to fight back against him. That's one hell of a compliment. The orc economy is one of the most successful in the galaxy, as there is no extreme poverty and no large corporations to exploit the hard-working lower and middle class. Allow me to explain. Orcs trade in teeth. The bigger the teeth, the better they are. If you're an orc and you need more teeth, hence more wealth, you simply go up and punch another orc in the face and take some of his. Or if you don't feel like dying, you can pull out some of your own teeth and bam, instant wealth. There is value in the teeth of other races, however it follows an exchange rate. Human teeth are obviously of low value, and Tyranid teeth are of high value. You might be like, but Major Kill, wouldn't the orc economy suffer from inflation because orcs grow back their teeth indefinitely and rapidly? Potentially, but due to being a mushroom, the orc teeth degrade quickly. This not only ensures that there's no inflation, but also that the economy is extremely rapid. Another benefit of the teeth economy is that the biggest and most powerful orcs tend to be the richest, as they can just knock out other orcs' teeth or pull out their own highly valued ones. We honestly all could learn a lot from these guys. Beats communism. Now let's have a look at some of the...
Let's just go and beat each other and steal each other's teeth. That would suck, bro. That would suck so hard. But with humans, it wouldn't be teeth. It'd be something crazy, bro, like kidneys. You know what I mean? Or bones. We just be robbing people's kidneys and shit, dude.
One of the most well-known and interesting orcs lurking around. Arguably the most well-known orc lurking around, we have the prophet of Gork and Mork himself, Gazkill, aka the only orc in the universe that doesn't have severe aggressive Down syndrome. Gazkill was once a lowly bitch doing what any dumb motherfucker does, until the Fire Nation attacked. And by that I mean until he got shot in the head with a bolter gun. A third of his head was blown off and most of his brain matter as well. Some wacky medical orc thought it'd be funny to replace the missing part of his head with adamantium, which for some reason allowed Gazkill to talk directly to his gods Gork and Mork. Don't question it.
Orcs.
Hence when Gazkill awoke he believed he was the chosen one, as we have established
Goddamn plane again, dude.
orcs run off the power of belief. It's actually quite nice, you know, like Gazkill believed in himself, hence conquered the planet and dominated all the orcs on it within only a couple years. Through a bit of cheeky shit from Eldrad, he ended up attacking Armageddon, hence meeting his arch nemesis slash secret boyfriend Yarrick. It is eventually revealed that Gazkill is not full of shit and is indeed the prophet of Gork and Mork. Gazkill abandoned Armageddon on the behest of his gods and is now running around gathering a fuck-off massive merry band of orcs. If there's gonna be Kroks in like the current setting, it's gonna be because of this motherfucker. Another fan favorite orc, we have Tusker Demon Killer.
Yes.
Who is so much fun that
the greatest of all time right there. He is the GOAT of orcs. Fight me if you disagree, bro. What a legend. Legend of the game, legend of the game.
Genuinely likes the dude. Tusker was a stock standard war boss who went around causing everyone problems. That was until some demons got aboard his ship and started murdering his boys. After Tusker had defeated the demons, he realized something. Demons are extraordinarily fun to kill. Hence he called himself the Demon Killer and went balls deep to the Eye of Terror. When he approached Cadia, the Cadian guard was like, oh fuck, we really don't need to deal with this right now. However, to their complete surprise and shock, Tusker just ignored them and charged straight into the Eye. Now the Eye is a pretty munted place. Most mortals go insane instantly upon arrival, however orcs are too stupid to comprehend all the fuck shit going on, so they just ignore the mind rape. They went from planet to planet, destroying everything. They burnt Slanesh's pleasure forest to the...
You just say there's nothing to rape in his mind, bro. Like, literally. Like, what the fuck is there to do? He's got no brain, dude. He's got, like, a little mushroom in there, dude.
The ground, cleaned up Nurgle's shitholes, pissed on the tit snitches like crystal shit. Eventually, they met their match when they invaded a Cornite planet, made of literally only blood. The battle was legendary, however Tusker was eventually slain, but not before slicing off the Demon Prince's nutsack. That would have been the end of old mate Tusker, but it was not meant to be, as Khorne gained a mighty erection from witnessing one of the more epic battles of our time. Hence every day Tusker is brought back to life to battle the best Khorne has to offer. Every day Tusker loses, and you know what? He is pretty stoked about the whole thing. Scarily enough, if one day Khorne lets Tusker go, the whole galaxy might be fucked, as orcs grow bigger and stronger the more they fight, and these cunts have been fighting non-stop. Would not be surprised if they were genuine Kroks by now. No list would be complete without the Beast, or Beasts, because there were 6 of them.
That's so true. He probably is really, really fucking big, dude. This guy's been killing demons for years and years and years. Although, maybe it resets when he dies, and it doesn't count. I don't know. The Beast, didn't Vulcan, like, jump one of these into a volcano or something?
And they're a bit of a problem. The Beast was so large and powerful that their collective war energy boosted the intelligence of the entire orc race. The Beasts employed the use of attack moons, which sounds as fucked as they actually were.
Yeah, that sounds fucked.
The Beasts formed the largest the galaxy had ever seen since the Kroks, and they beelined for terror, massacring billions of Imperials along the way. Vulcan fought against only one of the Beasts in the duel, and it ended up being with both of them being obliterated. The entire Imperial Fist Legion was brought to its knees and nearly wiped out, and the Imperium was genuinely fucked. To take out one of the 6 beasts was insanely costly, like they lost the Primarch doing it. The Imperium was only able to cheese a win by using some wacky reverse energy bullshit to make the beast's head explode, destabilizing the shit out of the and winning the war for the Imperium. The beasts were extremely random. There are another of other fun and spicy chief mushrooms lurking about, but we can save them for another video. The gods of Orks, Gork and Mork are almost as big as memers as Sheogorath. One is brutally cunning and the other is cunningly brutal, but nobody knows which is which. Gork and Mork are about as one-dimensional and basic as the Orks.
It's so funny because they're basically the same thing, but then they're not the same thing. I mean, because the Orks believe they're different people. Like,
they call their children. They want to eternally fuck up the galaxy, and in recent times have been taking a pretty direct role in it, guiding Gazkel to build a fuck-off massive to do so.
For fuck's sake, man.
You might be wondering how creation of the old ones was so unstable. Sure, they could build an army that was more robotic and obedient, instead of being mindlessly destructive. Well, you know, as they say, desperate times, desperate measures. The Orks were a prototype that never got finished. There was not enough time to perfect the Orks and control their reality warping abilities. If the old ones never got genocided, then the Orks could have genuinely ended up being the true successors of the old ones, instead of the faggoty hentai-loving Eldar. Slaanesh would have been born and Chaos would have had its cheeks clapped a long time ago. It's entirely possible that if the Orks evolved to Kroks, and even beyond, they would become a hyper-intelligent diplomatic race. A theory which can be supported by how the Orks were acting when the beasts emerged. They used fucking attack moons, and they even had diplomats during this time. So what are the Orks trying to achieve? How do they win? Well, that's the beauty of it, they already have. A galaxy in a constant state of war and destruction is a literal paradise. If the Orks wiped out everyone, they would get depressed and just kill each other. I guess you could say that their victory is evolving into Kroks, but they don't even care about that.
Literally, everyone in this galaxy
to tie this video together
needs each other, bro. I swear down. Orcs need other people to kill. Tyranids need people to eat. I mean, humans are just around, dude. But chaos needs humans. So yeah, it's a bit deep, and I don't really care about the Tau, so or the Eldar to be fair. So
Together, North Koreans have no interest in progressing and no goals of domination and victory. They just want to wave their dicks around and declare war on the entire world, just like our precious Orks. And that does us for today, guys. The Orks completely and totally explain.
Dude. Let's fucking go, dude. What a way to describe fucking lore, bro. I love it, I love it. Does he have any more of these? I want to see them. Because that shit is fucking hilarious, bro. Just the way he keeps screaming, "Wah!" in the fucking mic, dude. That shit was getting me. Because I'm convinced he literally paused when he came up to it, put his face by the mic and screamed. You could tell by the fucking weird noise the mic made. But yeah, man, that's the end of that video. Hilarious. Be sure to subscribe to Major Kill. Go check out this original video. It's in the description below. Be sure to join our Discord and subscribe to me, of course. And I'll see you all next time. Wah!